it's from an album I want to do. Look at this. It is from this album, Fare Thee Well, Miss Carousel. Dude, Townes Van Zandt, like, I have only heard a handful of tracks. You got Waiting Around to Die, which is fantastic. That track at the end of Big Lebowski, which I am blanking on right now. But then you also have Poncho and Lefty, which his performance in Heart-Worn Highways, like, I go back to that video regularly. Is it here? Is it just like credited in his filmography? Heart-Worn Highways. There we go. I haven't seen this documentary, but his performance of Poncho and Lefty in Heart-Worn Highways is stellar, and it's fantastic. Not Afraid to Deny It Anymore. There you go, Twig, on the wagon. Yeah, Townes Van Zandt, one of the better singer-songwriters in the folk country arena, and I am always willing to check him out. So let's go. The hell? There we go. This one comes from Jag.
Well, the drunken clown's still hanging around, but it's plain the laughter's all died down. The tears he tried so hard to hide are flowing. And a blind man with his knife in hand has convinced himself that he understands. I wish him well, Miss Carousel, but I got to be a-going. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window and cry.
Beyonce's new country album? 4K? I know not that which you say.
That all the gold is worth so much it can't be sold. No time to weep, she'll need her sleep tomorrow. When she carries her face to the marketplace and bets it on the opening race, she can ring her bells, Miss Carousel, but her singing brings me sorrow.
Oh yeah, she's going country. Look at that. Acts 2, huh?
Come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then. I'll stand outside your window and I'll proudly call your name. Well, it's always done, every mother's son is shown that grown men never run, and so they fight with all the might inside them.
What kind of microphone is this?
The battle's been fought and they've all been taught that the trick is just not being caught. Will you give them hell, Miss Carousel, when they're begging you to hide them?
It's like its frequency spectrum is very limited.
I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name. When the need arose, your eyes fell closed, you clamped your fingers around your nose. Would you say that's any way to judge him? Well, you haven't got the authority to kill him in the first degree, but would you feel compelled, Miss Carousel, if you had something to begrudge him?
Towns. True, dude. I read a bit of his Wikipedia at one point, and it was heartbreaking. End of his life is just like...
Well, how long will it be before he sees you own his legs, but his mind is free? Only you can tell, Miss Carousel. How long will he be crawling? Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand stand outside your window and proudly call your name.
Exactly.
Oh, the castle wall has grown so tall. Seems there ain't
I'm curious, like in the
no
UK
hope at
and
all
Europe,
to
like how
reach the
does
top, even though
United
you
States
stop
country
breathing.
translate?
But I ain't
A
gonna
heart attack?
try
I don't
to
know.
make you cry. The teardrops couldn't find your eyes. It's all been swell, Miss Carousel, but the time has come for leaving. Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then?
It absolutely
I'll
doesn't.
stand outside your window and proudly call your name.
Yeah, it's just I think a lot of it is terrain and scope and size.
Come and get me
You guys are
when
very
you're sure
compacted
that you
in the
don't need
UK.
me then. I'll stand outside your window and proudly call your name.
George Strait. George here.
Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then?
Cardiac
Stand
arrhythmia.
outside your window and proudly call your name.
Explain Mark Knopfler then.
Won't you come and get me when you're sure that you don't need me then? I'll stand outside your window.
He's not done singing.
Call your name.
Fading out vocals was very common back then, but you don't hear it a whole lot anymore, do you? Usually like the vocals are gone and then you fade out the instrumental. Interesting. I love Towns. I want to put his albums on my list because like what I've heard from him, I know I would really like, but also I know I have Neil Young and Dylan and Cohen to go through, so I'm like, when am I putting in Towns? When is that going to happen? When I'm like 35? I don't know, but that was solid. That was solid. Fitting out vocals is confidence. You're right.